Hello everyone, so good to see you. Wow, oh my goodness, today, October 1st, just kind of became the biggest F-Zero news day we've had in a very long time. Earlier today, F-Zero 99 released a new update, the 1.5 update. This is for the first year anniversary. Earlier this year, Nintendo had stated that they were going to cease any updates for F-Zero 99, and I was holding out hope that maybe, just maybe, we would see something during the Summer Direct in June. Unfortunately, nothing came from that direct, but it only took a few weeks later that Nintendo would release the 1.4 update that had the Star Festival. They added emotes, new challenges and whatnot. It was a really fun event. People came back and started to play the game again once more. But then as that died off, people were wondering, well, is F-Zero, is it finished now? Is that it? And it's not. We have a huge update on F-Zero 99, and it wasn't just F-Zero 99. We have more F-Zero news coming up in just a bit, but let me go ahead and go through the patch notes because there's something very interesting about this update in particular. With the 1.5 update released October 1st, we have added 5 new tracks: Mute City 4, Sandstorm 1, Big Blue 2, Sandstorm 2, and Silence 2. These tracks are from the Ace League from the BS-F-Zero Grand Prix game, which was distributed exclusively on the Super Famicom Satellite Broadcast Adapter, otherwise known as the Satellaview. In various F-Zero games, beyond the King League is the Ace League, which is a set of even harder and more challenging courses, similar to the Special Cup in Mario Kart. But of course, this is F-Zero 99, and so these tracks have been adjusted to accommodate 99 racers as needed. And they're adding their own little touches to these versions too. For example, Sandstorm is missing a wind hazard from the original, but now in Sandstorm 1 and 2, there's a new hazard where it obscures your vision when the fastest player enters lap 3. Like, what? That's so cool. They didn't need to add it, but they're putting so much attention and love into this series all of a sudden. These are such cool additions. I cannot believe that Nintendo added broadcast Satellaview tracks to a Battle Royale game. Practice mode has been expanded so you can race on the Ace League tracks. The Grand Prix Ace League tab has been added to the leaderboard. Ace League track information has been added to tracks and Prix under records in the workshop. So in BS F-Zero Grand Prix, you do not have the standard 4 racers. In this one, you have the Blue Thunder, the Luna Bomber, the Green Amazon, and the Fire Scorpion. And probably the craziest thing about this whole entire update is that you can unlock these machines that were previously only playable on the Satellaview. So if you beat the Ace League for Blue Falcon, you'll get Blue Thunder. If you beat it with the Golden Fox, you'll get the Luna Bomber, and so on. That is really cool. I did not expect them to add any more new models or sprites for this game, but paying special attention to these Satellaview exclusive machines is really special. And this is happening in conjunction with the 1-year anniversary event that's happening right now. A total of 12 anniversary badges, backdrops, borders, and emotes have been prepared. During the event, if you match at least one lucky rank updated daily, you can obtain one of the 1-year anniversary rewards. So there's about 19 days or so left for the events, and there's 12 rewards. So if you play once a day, you'll definitely get each one and get those special decals. Obviously, this is for a limited time only. During the event, Ace League tracks will appear more frequently. You can press the L button on the main menu to check the status of 1-year anniversary rewards and how much time is remaining in the events. Any rewards that you cannot obtain during the event will appear as regular lucky rank rewards after the event ends. And if you finish all the rewards early, you'll revert back to the regular lucky rank rewards. You'll pretty much go back to lucky ranks right back where you left off before the event started. As part of the anniversary, you'll get 4 new emotes as a gift when launching the game. There's a lot more emotes that you can unlock now, and you can also set some to appear when you cause a KO on somebody, when you crash out, when you finish a race. I really like this one with Dr. Stewart sipping coffee. There's also one with Captain Falcon looking extremely distressed. I love how expressive that they've made these characters. You can also switch out what emotes to play during a race if you're getting tired of the usual few. In addition to 1-year anniversary rewards, new boost colors and spin effects have been added to customize your machine. There's also a lot of things here for new players. The training flow has been revised so that practice and workshops are unlocked sequentially while the game content of F-Zero 99 is explained for the first time to new players. It's also now possible to restart training at any time by selecting replay training from options. You can now choose team colors from Team Battle in a private lobby for those who have enough friends to do so. A new bar has been added on top of the main menu that shows your skill rating and how far along you are to the next level. I don't think we really needed this bar, but I'm sure I'll take it. A screen that shows a list of machines and pilot cards has been added to the workshop. You can get a quick look at them by pressing the Y button. Boost colors and spin effects can now be previewed by selecting machines from the workshop menu. Oh my goodness, thank you. Previously, we couldn't see what these effects were until we actually started a race, so it's nice to be able to actually preview these effects instead of just guessing what they look like beforehand. There's also some adjustments to the machines themselves. The Wild Goose has exactly one change, which is increase maximum boost speed. This was made because while it performed well in races with more participants, it struggled in races with fewer participants. I do recall that this is probably the most difficult machine to consistently win in first place, especially as the numbers start to dwindle down in the Grand Prix. The Fire Stingray has a lot more added to it, so like with the Wild Goose, it increased maximum boost speed, also has increased maximum speed while driving on the dash plate, decreased the amount of power needed for a boost, and reduced the amount of damage received and the amount of repulsion when colliding with other machines. So pretty much nothing but buffs. These adjustments were made because it tends to lose power easily in situations where machines are crowded together, and due to the high cost of boosts and low recovery in the pit area, it tends to perform worse than other machines in races with a large number of participants. This is interesting because between everybody that plays this game the most competitively, I feel like the Fire Stingray is the optimal choice for those people. In nearly every single race that I've done with the Fire Stingray, it's optimal to boost like exactly one time per lap because it's impossible to gain your energy back during a race. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to change the viability of the Fire Stingray with more newer players and also how well it performs in the more advanced leagues. There's a few more notes here. In order to reduce situations where you're hit by a bumper after a bumper has crossed a dash plate, they reduce the speed of a bumper coming off of a dash plate. So you're less likely to be rear-ended by a bumper after coming off a dash. The number of wins displayed above players' machines is now hidden on the lobby screen for players that have never won a race. So I guess you have to get a first place in order to see what everybody's rankings and however many times someone has completed a F-Zero race in first place before. Awards for lucky rank matches have been adjusted to give more experience and tickets. The bonus ticket obtained by logging in once a day has been eliminated. In conjunction with this change, the daily bonus for completing F-Zero 99, Pro Tracks, Classic, and Team Battle was revised from 250 to 500. As somebody who has maxed out at 99 tickets, this is pretty much a non-issue. Finally, in pilot customization, all the badges that get sequentially better as you progress the rankings can now all be displayed, not just the highest ranking one, so you can show off all the ones you have for how many people you KO'd, you monster. Aside from that, there's just your usual, minor issues fixed for a more pleasant gaming experience and whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty much all the updates for F-Zero 99 here. It is crazy that they added tracks and machines from BS F-Zero Grand Prix from the Satellaview. That is absolutely not something I was expecting to see. Frequent players were thinking that we might have been able to see an Ace League somewhere down the line, but I don't think many of us had ever expected that it would have been from the broadcast Satellaview. And that wasn't even it. About an hour or two after this update dropped, Nintendo released another trailer for the Game Boy Advance October 2024 update for the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack. And that included F-Zero GP Legend and F-Zero Climax. So the first one here, GP Legend, I actually got this way back in the day. I still have my physical copy of it. F-Zero GP Legend was based on the anime that came out way back then. The main character was Rick Wheeler. We got only some of the episodes translated into English out here, and we never saw it ever again after that. It is the origin of the Falcon Punch that blew up a galaxy, but obviously you don't get to see anything cool like that in this game. I don't really remember particularly enjoying this game, at least not as much as I did with F-Zero X or F-Zero GX, of course, because those are just much more realized games. But they're just doing so much right here in this case. GP Legend is even adding e-reader exclusive courses and machines. That is amazing. I forgot this game even had e-reader compatibility. I'm very interested to give this game a chance again. Unfortunately, it was one of the games, if not the game, that caused Nintendo to start to realize oh, maybe the F-Zero franchise is not doing too hot anymore and we're just going to release the next game only in Japan. That was F-Zero Climax, the second game that we're getting as part of this release. F-Zero Climax is unfortunately the poorest performing F-Zero game in a retail release, and we did not get a chance to play this overseas. Which is unfortunate because this game looks like it really improved upon Maximum Velocity and GP Legend before it. I am actually really excited to play this game. Obviously, I've never had the chance to, and now I can play it in an official capacity. These will be available on October 11th, so please keep an eye out for the release. You'll probably see me shouting about it on social media when it does come out. But yeah, out of nowhere, it's apparent that the F-Zero franchise will not die. Not one, but two instances of media that was only released in Japan are being released now overseas. We got the Ace League from the broadcast Satellaview on F-Zero 99 and F-Zero Climax coming to the Game Boy Advance NSO. I wasn't even sure if people were still playing F-Zero 99, but Nintendo sees it fit to bless us with these titles, and I will not say no to them. Seeing all of this in one day just helps to give ground to the idea, to my hope, that maybe we'll see a new F-Zero title by the time that the Switch successor is released. A new title, a remake of GX, something. As a big F-Zero fan, I am holding out hope, and if anybody out there is also wishing for the same, I am there right with you. But that's all for this quick news update. Are you a big F-Zero fan? Are you excited to get a taste of the broadcast Satellaview tracks for the first time? Are you gonna give F-Zero Climax a shot? Let me know down below and we'll keep you updated on F-Zero and more games to come. Thanks for watching, everybody. Till we meet again.